me on the roof!
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
Basim! I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabid, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool, a weapon. It can be used for good or ill, and the Order is using it for ill indeed.
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked device.
I have heard rumors of this blasphemous contraption. They call it their great work.
The Order is experimenting on people, lethally. I have stopped them for now, but someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions about the great scholar, Fazil Fahim.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be. The House of Wisdom will be hosting a great symposium soon. An informal gathering of scholars. A lecture, refreshments, chatter. Even the great Arib will attend. Go, spy out this Fazil with care. But do not throw your blade at the symposium. We don't want to show our hand just yet. But if Fazil is guilty and alone, then like a viper, strike. But you must be sure.
Before I act, I will be sure.
Found out what caused the riot by the Durta last night. The Christians.
Hey, did I ask you?
No one you could talk?
Huh? Keep your distance.
The symposium should be here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom. Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Fazl Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniyah, the poet? Where is Arib al-Ma'muniyah, the poet? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons, for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
translator. Hunain, you should not be...
I know. I'm still...
I guess we must always...
وداعا.
في بخارى تزدهر بقدر بغداد تقريبا ويحبها الله بالتأكيد لكنه
I told you I'd see you.
Indeed.
I want to show you. These House of Wisdom boars collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense.
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders.
There is that poet the Bid loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected places.
Yes?
Symmetry of sky and...
You have read my work.
A lover of poetry, nothing more.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos.
The rivalry between you two is led...
You are most diplomatic.
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds.
This. I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
That astronomer might be one of them. Sayyidi, I am honored.
Good to see more young.
Do you think the great scholar...
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman. Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work. It is true. Fazil leads the order in Abbasiyah. I need to hunt him down.
The old fraud hiding.
I used to complain about the shortness of the lecture. I remain profoundly unedified.
Did you see the powerful terror on the great
The old fraud falls. Somebody about to get his skull drilled.
How revolting.
Forget I mentioned it.
How exciting. What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
Cast your gaze, Enkidu. Pardon me, but I heard of
A secret base?
No, not at all. Surely.
I'm aware of no such location.
Perhaps a little token.
Most generous. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara.
A wise choice.
Oh, yes, of course. Forgive me.
Thank you. Gatekeeper, those who... What are you...
Those who can...
Let me get back.
I've lost...
عليك لسوء الحظ. يمكنك إخبارهم بشأن عندهم.
سأتولى مهمة استخدام الليلة مرة أخرى.
شرائع الله تعالى وأمر الخليفة بارك الله.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
May have been nothing.
Being a
Maybe
watchman,
not.
never really your calling.
Hey, what was that? Nothing. Right?
Wearing this keeps... Wait, what? What? Wait, what?
I better not use my weapons here.
I've lost Fossil's greatest work.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazil's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase. I better not use my weapons here.
Those who came before are...
What's happening? Hold on, hold on! Die!
book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. Not sure if this is the correct volume.
You're dead!
This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book. I better not use my weapons here. Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed. Guide me, Engineer. Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
What was that? Hey, you! Hey, wait, down with you! You catch that, shit eater! No! What part of this?
Focus, Basim.
Hey, you die now!
Keep to the roof.
This key could be useful.
Plenty of work to do up here. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the library. What's this place coming to?
I better not use my weapons here.
Oh.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Hey! Time to be back here!
dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams.
Better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest. I better not use my weapons here. Gatekeeper, those who came... I will return. Show me the path ahead. Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Keep to the roof, I say. Work to do up here. Safe too. Dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach cold to hear such pain.
An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is, "Those who came before are those who shall return." This has to be it. I better not use my weapons here.
Again, I ask. Are those correct?
Wait, what? I'll silence you! Good one! So slow! Pathetic!
Come out! Let's bathe in blood! You've met your end.
Nobody's putting me in that thing. Not ever.
Don't worry. We've got plenty of...
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rot and iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people?
Where is my robe? Can you have my special robe?
Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
This will doesn't look right. Someone take me back to the bright, shiny place.
Next!
subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work, killing my allies and spoiling my lecture? It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City, or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We called this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory.
Citizens, the Muhtasib would like to remind all those frequenting the bazaar today that all controlled products and items must
Go away.
كن صاحي لا تتركني
Citizens of Baghdad, our scholars advise us that the signs point towards flooding on the banks of the Tijla this season. Please secure your homes and...
یکم احترام قائل بشی بد نیست این تربیت
Basim ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just followed the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, you cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No. It is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper, Basim.
It is done.
And how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
Easy, Basim, I am here. Basim, Tamahal.
I cannot keep them waiting.
Are they aware, your companions, that their hunter is hunted in his sleep?
If it were in my sleep alone, I could bear it. But it followed when I fled Anbar. Now it stalks me when I slay those I hunt.
The ones from the palace, in the masks.
4 are dead at my hand. The last, the head of the snake, will join them soon.
Why slit its throat when you could loosen its tongue?
What? Why would I?
The Jinni only struck in sleep. It never dogged you by the day until you reached into that chest. The masked ones prize what lay within. The ancient object that woke at your touch. They may hold more answers living than dead.
I hunt my enemies. I do not break bread with them. I took an oath, Nihal.
How can you hunt when you are hounded? If you could walk the dark unburdened, you could better serve the light.
I stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent, not from the order of the ancients.
If you will not ask your foes, then at least ask your friends what slept in that chest. And why they sought it.
My companions wait for me at the Harbiya Bureau. Clear your mind, Basim.